Jo Parfitt here. Today I'm talking to fellow British expat Cathy Dobson about her book Planet Germany and how she's tackled the difficult task of making sure that it sells. So Cathy, my first question is about the story behind your book. It's important that you can describe it very succinctly, so could you do that for me now, please?
My book, Planet Germany, is the story of my British family attempting to integrate into German life, and getting it wrong most of the time. It tracks a year of our life in Germany, including all the weird and wonderful local festivals and customs. It also coincides with the time when I was setting up a new business together with a German partner, Birgit, who thinks all Brits are eccentric and undernourished. The relationship between myself and Birgit highlights much of the tension and contrast between German and British cultures.
Thank you, Cathy. And now perhaps could you explain why it was that you thought that your book really deserved to be written in the first place?
The world is a worse place if no one can smile in the face of implacable bureaucracy, mind-boggling weirdness or embarrassing situations. What Planet Germany does is present all those strange situations in a way that renders them harmless by bringing out their ludicrous nature. Instead of getting angry or frustrated, you learn to laugh and look at the positive side. Often you find you're laughing at yourself too, of course, but that's no bad thing.
There's no point writing a book and publishing it if you don't think anybody's going to read it. Who do you think your market is? Who's going to buy your book, Cathy?
My book is mainly of interest to expats who live or have lived in Germany, although actually anyone who has an interest in expat life or in Germany would find it quite fun. It's also interesting for Germans who like reading books in English. My potential target audience is probably around 500,000 people, although obviously I haven't sold that many copies yet.
It doesn't matter how good your book is, how big the market is, or how well it's written if you, as the author, don't actively get behind it and start some promotion. Could you tell me now what steps you've been taking to promote and publicise your book, please?
To begin with, I put a lot of effort into getting reviews of Planet Germany. I sent copies to all the main English language magazines and newspapers in Germany, both paper ones and internet news sites. I also contacted several bloggers and asked them if they would like to review it. I also started my own blog, which is probably the main longer-term source of sales. Just by writing about all sorts of aspects of life in Germany, I'm found by people who are searching for information on the country. I get plenty of clicks through to Amazon from my blog as well.
And finally, Cathy, there are many different ways to get your book published. You can try to get an agent, a traditional publisher, use an online publisher, do it yourself. What exactly did you do in order to get your book printed, published, out there and available on Amazon?
To be honest, I didn't give it a lot of thought at the time. I decided from the outset that I was going to self-publish. Having finished the book, I wanted instant gratification. I sent off the manuscript, paid my money, designed my cover, and hey presto, within a month I had a published book, ready to send out to my family as Christmas presents. In retrospect, I also think it was the right route. It would have taken a long time to find a publisher, and as life in Germany isn't a mainstream topic, I'm not sure how easy it would have been to find someone to publish it anyway. The only real drawback to print-on-demand self-publishing, apart from the cost, is that offline retailers won't stock it because the publisher won't take back unsold copies. This means you do miss out on a lot of potential sales.
Thank you very much indeed for that, Cathy. I'm sure the listeners will have got quite a lot out of this. If you would like to find out more about Cathy, follow her progress, please go to her website at www.planetgermany.com. Thank you.